I am John Frederick Dudde and I am on Facebook. And I come from India. My original name, as given, is Dudde John Frederick Sunderao. But after I came from India to this country, with Social Security, I changed my name to John Frederick Dudde. Dudde is my last name. In India, among Telugu people, we put it first. So the name was given to me by my parents, Dudde John Frederick Sundararao. And my dad was a CMS pastor. CMS is part of the Anglican Communion. My mom is Lutheran and she is from Kovur, West Godavari. My dad passed away in 1945, so my grandmother took me and my family to her home in Kovur, West Godavari. So I have been raised by my grandmother since 1945. My grandmother's name is Kolli Karunamma. She used to be Kolli Gopamma before she converted to Christianity. All right, my grandmother is a poor woman. She's a coolie woman. She is illiterate. I do not feel bad about that. And we come from a low caste, the Dalit caste. We are actually from the cobbler caste. We use cow hides, and our people, my ancestors, made living by turning it into sandals and shoes for the upper classes who bought them. That is my ancestral trade. So we are really an untouchable caste in Andhra Pradesh. But my dad converted to Christianity. I don't know when he converted, but he was born in 1940, but he died in 1945. So when he died, he was a CMS pastor. So CMS, as you know, is Church Mission Society, part of the Anglican Communion. My mom comes from, she's a Lutheran, and the Lutheran Church was started by Lutheran missionaries from Pennsylvania called Pennsylvania Ministerium. So that's why I happen to have both, from mother's side I'm Lutheran, from father's side I'm Anglican or CMS. So I came here in 1966, but I see on the loudspeaker systems everywhere, they are telling many things about a guy named Sundarao. First I wondered who is this Sundarao, but the more I hear it, the more I find it is me they are talking about. Why are they talking about me? And what I never authorized them to speak about me. But what I hear there is they're trying to make me into some kind of a god or some kind of a cult hero or something like that. But I'm not a god. I'm not a cult hero. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm just a Christian guy from India, South India, Andhra Pradesh. I'm a Protestant because my dad and my mom are Protestants. And the thing is, I write very lot in social media. I write on Facebook, and I also write on YouTube. And most of my opinions come from my faith, which is Protestant Christianity. I suppose I have researched quite well about Christianity, just like I researched everything about finance, which I got into after I got an MBA in finance from Temple University in 1972. I am by God's gift an analyst. That is what I am. I am not a metallurgist or someone who works with hands. I always work with my brain. And so I'm an analyst, and I have been analyzing my own faith because I had to find a reason why I have to be a Protestant, not just because my dad was a Protestant. This is how I have been researching for a long time, and I have been in this country since 1966. So this is what I found out. Jesus is indeed God. Jesus is not Jew, as some people describe. And I said that in my comments and in my postings on Facebook and everything else. I do not believe Jesus is a Jewish guy, but he is born to a Jewish mother. He is God, but his mother is a Jewish virgin named Mary. She comes from Jewish people. So this is what I write, and some people do not like it because it just marginalizes Jewish people. So far, people have been telling everybody that Jesus is Jew. That's no longer true. Jesus is God. He is the product of God and a human being called Mary, a virgin. And this is what I write, and it makes me an enemy of Jewish people, but I am not an enemy of anybody, including Jewish people. This is what I think is true, and I'm sorry if some people get offended by what I said. It is true. He is God, and that's what I believe in. Jesus is God. He is my Lord. Now, Jehovah, who is supposed to be Father, and I do not consider him as God because many things he is for, I'm against. For example, he advocates people go and kill other people because they're different. I do not believe in that. Jesus never said that. Jesus never said, go and kill these people because they're different. But he was here almost like 30 years on this earth. He came 2,000 years ago. There is no record he killed anyone. Only thing we know is he was a little bit upset when he went into the temple, and some people were selling livestock. He just disturbed some tables where they were selling all those things. I do not think he killed anyone or he preached anyone to kill. That's why I tell people that I am a pacifist when I learned that, and I am against war and killings. I am sorry. I do not approve wars or killing because I am a pacifist, and I am a pacifist because Jesus was a pacifist. I do not believe wars are what Jesus wants us to. He wants us to live in peace, in communion with each other, helping each other. Whatever Jesus preached is love. Love your neighbor and love God. Loving your neighbor is loving your God. In Hinduism, we have a saying called Madhava Seva is Manava Seva. What it means is, Madhava means, I think it's Lord Krishna, but they think Lord Krishna is God. So they are saying that if you worship, you serve human beings, your fellow human beings who are Hindus, you are always serving Lord Krishna or God. This is the same thing in Christianity. He is telling you, love your neighbor and love God. It's just the same. So in my view, Hinduism and Christianity are just the same. They both preach the same thing. You love your neighbor, your fellow man, then you love your God. So I'm not going to say anything else, but I know some people say that they don't agree with that thing because some people think that you can do anything if you profit from it. I'm against it. That is killing, that is butchering, that is exactly going opposite to what is in the Old Testament, thou shalt not kill. Though it says thou shalt not kill, we have people here killing other people. So that is not only against Hebrew law, but it is against Christian law. It is even against Hindu law. But I know Hindus also in Mahabharata, the Kauravas are supposed to be bad people, whereas Pandavas are supposed to be good people. And in Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, it's okay to kill your cousins who are bad people. So that I do not agree with that thing too. Because just because Kauravas are bad, you have to kill them. No, you do not have to kill them. You just have to make friendship with them, and you have to live with the Kauravas. You have to treat them. They are just supposed to be cousins, There's no fun in killing your cousins to profit from it. The same way, the Jewish people there's no fun for them. They get nothing out of killing their cousins who are coming from Hagar. Hagar is the servant girl through whom Ishmael comes into existence. Ishmaelites are the same as Muslims, and I just do not buy the arguments that Jewish people are better than Ishmaelites or Muslims. See, I'm not the only guy who thinks like that. Many people think like that. But that's what exactly is happening in Palestine, which is now Israel. Mr. Netanyahu is killing, and he's butchering Palestinians because they come from, they think that he has a right to kill them. It's okay. It's not okay. Because they are his cousins, he cannot kill them. So I am against Netanyahu killing Palestinians. I am also against Mr. Trump favoring Netanyahu and Israel, the Netanyahu's killing of Palestinians. That's very wrong. Trump is actually doing something Jesus Christ will never advocate. He's not a Christian. He is a butcher just like Netanyahu. I'm against Mr. Trump, and of course I'm not I'm not saying that people should go against Mr. Trump because he is the duly elected leader of this country. It is for the people to decide what they want to do with him, because if they are okay with his killing of Palestinians, then then they like him. They can keep him in his job. But I am against Mr. Trump because he is doing the wrong thing. He is for killing people, which I am against. So that's all I had to say. And I'm not really Jesus Christ or God. My name is Sunderao. I believe my name is being used without my authorization for some people to profit from it. I have seen that in many stores like Walmart. They're talking about Sundarao, he's Protestant, but they have never gotten any authorization from me to sell, use me as a sales tool. That is what Walmart is doing, and at the same time, Walmart is trying to not help me, but give me a lot of trouble, because in many ways they have really hurt me, and I'm not going to go to Walmart, because even if they apologize, I do not want to go there, because they're just they're just exploiting my name, and they have caused me harm, because I'm a poor guy. Most people do not know I have no money. I'm a homeless guy until only recently my daughter found this place, an apartment for me to live. And I'm living in this apartment. I'm on a very shaky grounds, because my daughter has to help me paying for this apartment. I used to be millions of dollars in my stock market once, but I do not have it, because I spent all of it on my wife suffers from Alzheimer's disease, and I stayed at a place where I pay a lot of money monthly. That's how my money is gone. It's not because I gambled my money in stock market. But anyway, I'm not a rich guy, I'm a poor guy. I'm actually like everybody else. I do not have anything in my bank or anything, and I actually depend on my daughter for rent in this place, and I really do not have any money. I'm trying to recover, which is very difficult, because I got bad credit rating because I didn't have any money, I couldn't pay bills. But that doesn't mean I cannot recover. But I see some of these people, Walmart and all this, they're trying to rip me off, prevent me from recovering. And I do not like them. And let me tell them that I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm a human being just like anybody else. If you try to harm me, I will not like it. I'm not going to forgive you just like that. I will stay away from you. I believe that, vengeance is God's, you see. Only God can, punish Walmart, anybody who is causing me grief. I cannot punish them, because I don't think I have the capability to punish Walmart, anybody who is abusing my name, because I have no money to go and fight them in courts or anywhere. But I can do one thing. I do not have to go to Walmart, who is doing me harm, and buy from there. There are so many other ways. The same thing with other people. Many of them are exploiting my name, Sundarao, but I am not Jesus Christ. I'm just a human being, just like anybody. But the thing is, vengeance belongs to God. If you try to harm somebody, there's nothing. If somebody wants to harm me, yeah, you can go ahead and harm me, but I have no ability to punish you or fight you and pay you, I pay you back in, I cannot hurt you back, because I have no money, nothing, anything, but I am trying to recover from my poverty, and it's going to be a slow process, because my credit rating was destroyed before, and to recover is very bad, because I didn't pay many bills, because I didn't have any money, and I'm trying to recover from it, and all these vendors, these people who use my name, they are harming me instead of helping me. So I'm not going to uh, go against them, not going to fight them or sue them in a court because that's costly, and I'm 86 years old. How long I'm going to live to fight these cruel people, these cruel business people? See, they are cruel because all they want is use my name because I'm a Protestant, Indian Protestant. I'm trying to say things which are liked by Protestants anywhere in this world, including right here. I see many white Protestants like my opinions on the Facebook. And I see them, I hear them, and they like it, and they even do not know I am that Sunderao because I see, they hear the kids talk with their kids, and they are talking about Sunderao, and they do not, maybe some know who I am. I'm an Indian guy, but many people do not know I am an Indian, Telugu, Indian dark-skinned guy. So many people do not know I am Sundararao because I go by the name John Frederick Dudde. When they hear my name John Frederick Dudde, they never understand I'm the same Sundarao guy. So these people are exploiting me, and I can't really punish them back. I cannot retaliate against them because they are too big. The only thing I can do is I don't have to go there and buy their stuff. That is what I'm going to do. That is what Mahatma Gandhi did. He would just boycott them. He would just not go there. And I'm going to do exactly as Mahatma Gandhi did. I'm going to boycott them, but it's going to be non-violent. I will not go and shoot anyone and shout. I sometimes shout because some people are very bad in these places. They just try to call, if you say a little bit word, they try to call the police and security, and they have no trouble arresting a colored guy, dark-skinned guy. They do not even know who I am, and they will do everything. You know what they did at Innova? They even scan my brain without my authorization. They think I'm crazy or insane, but that's why they scan my brain at Innova hospital, and I didn't give them authorization. I can actually sue Innova in a court of law and for money if I want, They are not supposed to do that without my explicit authorization. I already was in a bad shape at that place when the police sent me there. Police sent me there from, what is that place called? They first took me to that place and there I found out all those public address system, how they are talking about Sundarao is coming from. They are using huge machines where they talk about Sundarao. This is how they are coming. I used to think about how these people know everything about Sundarao, but this is how they are coming from the public address systems, which are everywhere nowadays. They use, anybody can talk about me. All they need is a public address system. First, I didn't know they are coming from public address systems, but this is what I found at that place. It is right there next to the hospital. That place, and that place. This is more or less like a mental health center for the county. The county, Fairfax County. That is where they took me when I went to McLean Police Station. And they took me there, but the one thing good about that place is I learned how I hear so much of the public address systems everywhere about Sundarao. Then I realized that is where from all these noise is coming from. I didn't know that all this noise is about me, Sundarao. But I never authorized them to talk about me, Sundarao, on public administration addresses. I'm no God, I'm no Jesus Christ, I'm just a human being. If you hurt me, I'll get hurt. If you shoot and kill me, I'll die. I'm not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, even when they crucified, he didn't die because he's God. He rose third day again on Easter, because he told everybody he's going to destroy the temple. By that he means the body of a man, human being, but he's going to rise again third day. We are all going to die, but Jesus Christ, if you believe in him, we will also rise just like he rose on Easter day. But we have to accept him as Lord of our life. And it's not easy. We cannot be like him. He's holy, holy, because he's God. We are not. We are already human beings. We're just dirt, and the Bible it says, and we all die, we go back to dirt. But it is Jesus Christ who gives us life and gives us a place with him in heaven. Of course, I believe in heaven and hell, and a lot of people do not believe in heaven and hell, but I do believe in heaven and hell, and I believe Jesus is God, so he's capable of taking us, giving us a place in his holy place, heaven, if only we accept him as our Lord and try to be as good as possible. We cannot be like him, holy and holy, because he is God, he is 100% pure, whereas we can never be like that, because we are dirt, and we are dirty just like any dirt. That means we commit mistakes, we commit sins and all that, but still there is still hope for us. All we have to do is repent, repent, and try not to repeat our sins. I know it's very tough because we are from dirt, we always are dirty. How much you clean yourself, we are still dirty. That's a fact of life. I know people think that if you just clean yourself, you will be clean. That's not true. You can clean yourself, because how much can you clean? So how much can you clean? Because there is dirt everywhere in every part of your body. And we see that some people smell bad because they don't clean themselves really well. People who live on the outside, homeless people, what do they happen to them? They have no bathrooms, nothing. They just, whereas people who have homes, some people have big and grand homes. They have so many rooms. Each room has a bathroom or something like palaces. Obviously, they can be clean. They won't smell. They put perfume, and you like them because they don't smell and they look great like film stars. You love them. What about homeless people? I used to be homeless, and I was on the road for some time. And I do smell, and we all smell, especially old people, because you see, that's the nature of human beings. We are all, we are dirty, and you can clean, you will never be clean, I'm assuring you. You can live in a palace, you can have all the water you want, you have everything you need, you have all the perfume, but still you will be still dirty. Because we are human beings, we are dirt, and dirt is always dirt. All right, ma'am? So I try to clarify all these things because some people are treating me like God. I'm no God. I'm no prophet like all those prophets in the Hebrew Bible or anything like that. I'm not like St. Paul, St. Peter, or any of the disciples. I'm just an ordinary guy from India. I'm a Telugu Christian. I'm from a very low caste, and yeah, I am called in India called Madiga. Madiga caste means our people lived by working on cow hides, and cows are worshipped in India, and we did the worst kind of job. But I never did anything like that. I went to school in India, and I even went to IIT Kharagpur, which is supposed to be a good school in India. I graduated with a metallurgical degree. I never did anything like shoes or killing cows and using their hides or anything like that. But that is my ancestral caste, My father comes from that caste, but my father didn't do anything. I do not know when he went. He was born in 1900, and we do not know how he became a Christian. I have no idea, because I was born in 1939. But he did become a Christian, and he died when I was 6 years old. And to tell the truth, I never talked to my father. But one thing I remember, every day he used to pray, he would kneel, and I would go above him and play with him when I was a little kid. And I would go up on him while he is kneeling and praying. I would pray for a long time, and I would go up on him. It was a play for me, a little kid, and he didn't mind it. He never got angry with me. I would climb down. I'm the last child in my family. That's why I could do that. And he died when I was 6 years old, and he was 45. So, but I can still see that, even though he's gone in 1945, it is 2026 now, I can still see my dad praying long hours. So obviously he believed in something. I don't know what he believed in. I never asked him. But now, 86, I know Jesus is God. So he was right from the beginning. He may not done any research like me, because I have more education, and I did finance, and so that's where I got all my analytical skills, and that's how I made a lot of money in the stock market. But anyway, I lost all it caring for my wife, who suffers from Alzheimer's. I love her. I have a daughter. I love her. She's married. I love her husband too. But it's not my intention to I used to be angry with my daughter, but it's not a good thing to be angry with your own daughter, because she's from me, and she comes from my grandmother. She's her great-granddaughter. So it's wrong for me to be angry with my daughter, because she is from my grandmother, and she took care of me. She raised me. If I feel like if I am angry with my daughter, it's also I feel like I'm angry with my grandmother who raised me. I know you do not see it like that, but I see it like that. And I'm sorry if I was angry with my daughter, but I'm no longer angry with her. And I actually am prepared to, I'm 86 years old, I'm prepared to die under, with her at her home while she's I want to say goodbye to her. That's my intention. And it's not my intention to be angry with my daughter. I'm sorry if I was angry with her. So I hope she forgives me. And same with my son-in-law who is married to her. I thought they were trying to hurt me at one point. But anyway, I'm not going to, I'm not going to be angry with them anymore. But some people tried to harm me in the circuit court, Fairfax County Circuit Home. And I have an issue with them. And I have filed complaints against them in the circuit court itself on constitutional grounds, and I'm no lawyer. But I am fighting them. I will keep on fighting. And and I don't want to fight with everybody because I'm 86. Who knows when I'm going to die. So there's no point in fighting with. I do not enjoy fighting with people. It is not against my nature. But I have to fight with these people because they harm me. They cause me so much grief. These people in the circuit court in Fairfax, which is headed by Miss Azarkate, who is the chief judge. She just abused her authority, and she caused me so much grief. And other judges helped her, and I have filed a complaint. I'm going to pursue it, and as long as I'm alive. So if I'm 86, if I've gone, there's no. That's the end of my legal battle against this court in Fairfax. But I have no choice. I must tell them that they are wrong. They cannot do like that because they're judges. There's supposed to be a rule of law in this country. I know there's no rule of law in this country. You cannot convince me that there is a rule of law. When that lady, that circuit court judge, against the separation of church and state, and she almost annulled my marriage by removing my wife away from me and making me a loner. I'm living lonely. I'm a loner. I resent it. I hate not living with my wife, whom I promised at the church in India, at a Lutheran church. I will be with her for the rest of my life. So did my wife. And this judge has no right take my wife away from me or separate me from my wife when we promise each other like that in a place of worship, a Lutheran church in India. It doesn't matter whether it is a Lutheran church in India or it is a Lutheran church in the United States. She has no right to do that as long as there is separation of church and state in our Constitution. She just doesn't understand that. She uses some state stupid laws and forgot to abide by the federal law, which is Constitution about church. And she made a big mistake, and I'm fighting her on that ground. And she's, I know they're all big shots. They're using legal immunity, some kind of judicial immunity. But I'm going to fight like this. And I do not have a lawyer. I'm going to do it myself. And let me see how I'm going to go. But, it's not, she just cannot do as she pleases in this country or anywhere because she has to follow the rule of law. And the rule of law is laid in the Constitution, not in the state laws. And she cannot use state laws to bypass the constitutional requirements. And she did it. And she's not that smart. She's a cruel woman. And she was a Marine in a Gulf War. That explains it to me. And do not know how much harm she did to fellow human beings in the Gulf War when she was there. She comes back here, she gets into law school, and she becomes a judge because they put her in the place because she's a woman and all kinds of marine and all kinds of things. But she hardly knows anything about constitutional law. And yes, she just ignored the Constitution's provisions about the church and state, and I will hold her responsible for that. And I do not believe she has a judicial immunity because she is a judge. She's a state judge. She is only responsible for state law. She cannot violate constitutional requirement about church and state. And me and my wife were married in a church. And it's a holy place where in Christianity, marriage is supposed to be a holy thing. Holy. It's not a dirty thing. Some people think it's not a dirty thing because marriage is not just sex, you see. Marriage just goes a lot beyond sex, a woman and man. We're supposed to be family values, you see. That's what they call it in Christianity. In Christianity, marriage is never dirty. It's always a sacred thing. Where we make vows to each other, we're supposed to keep each other until death. And this young lady didn't care about all these things, Miss Azarkari. And I'm contesting it on that basis. Let us see where it goes. All right? Okay, I'm sorry I had to tell you all these things because I'm not Jesus Christ. Once again, I'm telling you, I'm not God. I'm just a Telugu Protestant, and Jesus is my Lord. I'm trying to be good as possible. Sometimes I get angry, and that's because I'm a human being. I'm dirty. So I do not want to claim I'm clean. Clean like not even like most people in this country who have who keep them clean by doing all kinds of things, whereas I'm a poor guy. I cannot be clean and smelling just like these upper class people, who have all kinds of things to keep smell good, look good, and look like $1 million. I cannot look like that. I'm a poor guy, and I'm an old guy, 86 years old. I cannot smell good like them because I do not know even what kind of perfume I had to use. I just use a soap, and I do not smell like them. Okay? Thanks a lot. And that is what made me to record this. And I'm going to put this on Facebook. Let people know that I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm just like you and anybody else. Thanks a lot for listening to me. God bless you. Bye.